that.
Hey, I'm Gale Banks, and today is a great day. I'm unboxing my CT6-V Cadillac. It's an all-aluminum V8, double overhead cam, twin turbo, twin wastegated, twin intercooled, 550 horse, 640 pound-foot, all-wheel drive, all-wheel steer muscle car. A little water on the floor here. I just drove it in the rain, and it grips like a mother in the wet. I mean, you can get after it and it'll rock you back. The response of these turbochargers is something amazing. It's a hot V. The turbos are in the V of the engine. The exhaust ports are where the intake ports would normally be, and the intake ports are on the outside of the head. It allows the engine to be narrow and twin turbo. But I want to show you this steering. This is wicked cool. Watch the rear wheels. I'm going to go to full lock to the right. So the rear wheels are turning to the left, the front wheels are turning to the right. It makes this car seem a lot shorter wheelbase than it actually is. As you go faster, the rear wheels will either be neutral, or if you're cornering hard enough and aggressively enough, you turn the front wheels to the right and the rear wheels will go to the right. So now let me turn it all the way to the left. Pretty remarkable, huh? Now this has been done before. This isn't new, but the control of this system is something altogether different. There's tour mode, sport mode, race mode, and snow and ice. So there's 4 different basic modes to configure all of this. And I don't want to leave this part out. They're only building 725 of these things, and then they're converting the plant to building an electric version of this platform. So this is it. This, to me, it's like when I bought back in '05, when I bought my Ford GT, I went, this is probably the most badass, treacherous thing Ford will ever build, and that's my mid-engine GT. It has no electronic programs to save your ass. It is a car that will kill you. Those things are legendary. This thing will save your ass, but in so doing, the vehicle dynamics are over the fricking moon. This thing is badass in every respect, and it stops. Big 4-piston Brembos all the way around with real high performance lining on the brake pads. Literally, this thing just arrived from the dealership. I haven't even seen under the hood yet. Let's take a look under the hood. And let's have a look at this engine. All right. Well, first of all, there's a whole lot of stuff in there. It's pretty magic, though. The packaging is something to behold. This is 20 pounds in a 5-pound sack. All hand built in Bowling Green, Kentucky, probably adjacent to or in the Corvette complex. There will be a Corvette version of this engine. The heads will flow conventionally, and it will be twin turboed as well. Power output, yet to be revealed. Let's follow the air through this thing. First of all, the shock towers are pretty narrow. You can see twin turboing in the conventional sense would be pretty tough. So the turbos are in the V. Air cleaners, turbos, compressor. Now the turbos are shifted slightly. So here you have compressor in, compressor discharge, liquid coupled charge air cooler, liquid coupled charge air cooler. I love the liquid intercooling, by the way. It allows you to have a very short air path to the intake valves. You want the compressor air density, the boost air density, to get to the valves or into the cylinders with the shortest path possible. Liquid coupling allows you to do that. Secondly, you have a lot of thermal mass available to you. Part of it is the element, the heat exchanger, but more importantly, the water inside the heat exchanger. So it allows you to have a compact intercooling system, throttle it hard, but you're not going to stay in the lad pedal very long with this thing because it's going to be going freaking fast, real quick. So you breathe the intercoolers. Even on a racetrack, hard on it in the straights, you're kind of breathing it, and the water is cooling down because the water is constantly circulating through. Here's water lines here and here, going to a pump system and heat exchanger in the nose. So you have a low temp radiator for the charge air cooling, and you have a normal radiator to cool the engine. But this thing allows you, any liquid coupled charge air cooler system allows you to dump heat, then you lift, you're breathing, maybe you're working some turns, then when you leg it down the straight, the water has had time to cool down and now you dump heat again. This thing has a race or track mode, as I said earlier, so I can't wait to go to Willow Springs and get on the streets of Willow with this thing. It's going to take me a while to figure this out, but I want to thank you, Johan, for this car. You did Cadillac proud. I wish you were still there running it. Guys, Johan Denician, this is his baby. He wanted a world-class performance sedan for Cadillac, and this is it. I met Johan when I was master of ceremonies at a Bosch affair up in Sacramento years ago, and he was with a German car manufacturer at the time. So he knew what was happening in Europe in terms of performance and the twin turbo double overhead cam V8s that most of the big guys do over there. He wanted one for Cadillac. He wanted Cadillac to have its own engine. And this Blackwing 4.2 liter V8 is it. This is Johan's dream as well as mine. I couldn't wait to get this thing. This is beyond limited production. They're shutting the plant down. In other words, they're not even going to make gas-burning cars there anymore. This is Detroit Hamtramck. So this is a collector's item, but I'm driving it. I'm also never going to sell it because I don't think Cadillac will ever do anything at this level again. Loads of neat little carbon fiber details in the cockpit, and the lip spoiler on the back is also carbon fiber. I'm going to murder this thing out. I bought black, but it's going to be completely black like I did the Marauder years ago. And what I do with wheels and tires, I don't know yet. I mean, this thing's got less than 100 miles on it, and that's the first time I ever looked under the hood. But I will tell you this, I paired up my Apple phone with this thing, and the sound system is stunning. It's like you're in a concert hall, literally in a concert hall. And when you change the modes from tour to sport, the exhaust cutouts open up. It's like my buddy's Corvette. And it sounds freaking healthy. This looks a little different than the Marauder I've been driving for the past 16 years. Yeah, it's a V8. It has an early Eaton, I think it's a 112 supercharger on it. It's double overhead cam, all of that, but it's 4.6 liter. This is 4.2 liter. This thing will kick this thing's ass something fierce. And this is a pretty badass Ford. So, oh girl, you've been good to me. It's been nice.